Okay, this is a story all about a place called America. Do you know where America is on the map? Do you know where America is on the map? Is this America or is this America? I tell you the truth. These two are together. A third of the angels fell from heaven. That means there's 2/3 left. So, as in heaven, so it is on earth. They make up 2 out of 3 over here called America. This whole hemisphere is called America. So out of these 3 land masses, continents, which one is America? Trick question. 2 of them are, one of them is not. 2 of them are imposters of Earth. One of them is Earth. To tell you the truth, this is a dragon, and its name is Amaruka. And everything from here to here, all that connects from here, Spain, Portugal, to the chinny chin chin, China, the chin of the dragon. That's his stomach side, and this is his top side, head. Now, these wings that you're seeing up here on top, you actually see them on the bottom. This right here, this is South America right here, boom. So what you see over here is just reverse of the other side of the ocean. Okay? What you see down here is a reverse of what you see at the top of the world. Okay? So, with all that being said, that leaves North, what we call America, and Africa, and possibly Australia. Possible. It's a strong possible. Okay? But see how they stand alone? One, America stands alone. Boom. Surrounded by water. Boom. Africa stands alone. Surrounded by water. Boom. Australia stands alone. Surrounded by water. Boom. These South America and Antarctica are one body. If one moves, the other moves. Now, possibly this right here, North America and Africa and Australia, could possibly be one body. At the end of the day, you're dealing with 2 bodies. Possibly 3. There could possibly be a 3rd. But there's definitely 2. 100% there's 2. 2 separates. And they shall not be confused. And that is when you start talking about, oh, boy and a girl. I'm born as a boy and then you want to be a girl. Well, the problem with that is you're fucking with the world. Because there's original and then there's hybrid. And they're at war for the world. See, the world and the earth are 2 different things. The earth is not the dragon. Okay? It's not the Leviathan. It's totally separate. This is a 4-legged beast This over here's got wings and a long body, and who knows if it even got legs anymore. But anyway, the point of this is, how do I know that this is not called America? If it's not called America, then what is it called? Well, there's a funny thing, because just as the schism was over here and they left and came over here, there was people already here, and they tried to tell those people about their religion, and then those people said, we already know that, we already have that written on the walls. We're sitting on top of kingdoms over here, older than the kingdoms over here. Okay, so what happened was, what you have is, this is the old world, this is the new world. But the devil, the dragon, has camouflage so that you cannot tell the difference between new and old, so therefore you can swap them out for new and old. Iceland, Greenland, for instance. Okay, just as long as you have that at the top, at the crown of the world, a lie sitting at the crown of the world. Iceland and Greenland. Greenland is made out of ice, and Iceland is made out of green grass. Okay, so why call Iceland Greenland and Greenland Iceland? To fool you. Period. To fool you. Period. Literally. Period. That's the only reason why. To fool you. Period. Okay? Alright, you're dealing with a wicked class. Alright. Now the point of this video, drum roll please. How do you know that North America is not called America and South America is called Amaruca? Okay? Well, here you go. Etymology. Just so happens I was looking up Appalachian, and I was like, because I understood that I found out today, I was today years old when I found out about Transylvania. North Carolina. Transylvania County, North Carolina. Look at the outline. Huh. Remember that hurricane we just had? 2025? No, 2024? Yeah, 2024. Helen? Remember that? It hit Kings Mountain, Asheville. It hit Asheville right there. Boom. Asheville is a part of Carolina. Transylvania County is a part of Carolina. Now come to find out, I was like, Transylvania, you got Pennsylvania and you got Transylvania. And then I got to thinking, I was like, you got Rome, Maryland. And I got to wondering, because I know that Rome got its name Romania. Rome got its name from Romania, like Transylvania. Okay, the original name of Romania was Dasha, almost like the name of the Most High's name, Yasha. But what do we know about Dasha? Well, Dasha is the home of where we get the name of the place called Romania. And in the place of Romania is where you have Transylvania. This is on the old world, in the other side of the world, on the other side of the Atlantic, in the United Kingdom or whatever you want to call that. All right, Middle East, Black Sea, Ukraine, Georgia. Now, funny, you got Transylvania County right here, and you got Georgia right there. Huh. Interesting. Carolina would have been the name of a queen. Charlotte would have been the name of a queen. Virginia would have been the name of a queen. Huh. Atlanta is the name of a titan. His ants are in full effect today. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. You're eating shoes. Okay. So, now, notice, to the west of Transylvania County, you have Tennessee. Tennessee, the name of Tennessee, the word Tennessee in Hebrew means, the dragon is my banner. Ten is dragon. Nessie is banner. The dragon is my banner. Moshe told the Hebrews, Haya Nessie. Hayashar Haya Nessie. Like when you say your highness. Funny. Haya Nessie. It means the Most High Yah in heaven is my banner. The word of Yah is my banner. See, the reason why you say God is because of the Germanic. God comes from Goth. Gothic, and God ordained, and all that stuff. That's why your churches are Gothic. Period. You can't get around that. Your building is Gothic, so why wouldn't the worship be Gothic? Okay, point proven. Just as much as North America, South America. Now, the crescendo. Here's this dragon stuff. We know that Vlad the Impaler, Vlad of Wallachia, Vlad Tepes of Wallachia. As soon as I said his name, a child got abducted. Ain't that some shit? Okay. That's how you know this shit is real. I haven't had an alert in months. So, yeah, that was totally synchronized. I'm on point. Alright. I wonder if those queens and princesses' names are his children. Interesting. His concubines. Interesting. But anyway, what we're looking at right now, we started this about the name of America. Okay. So, found out about Transylvania County. There are a lot of castles in this county. I went and looked them up. Just so happens, the reason why I decided to look them up was because of the last photo on the Transylvania County site. Well, second to last, 19. 19 is a number, and you know what that number means. Double injection. Yes. Look at this castle. This is a castle. This is castle walls. I still haven't found out where this castle is. That's what I should do. Take a picture of this. Go over. We're going to do this live with me. Go over to Lens. See if they can name where this is at. Let's do that. Let's see if AI can pick it up. The image shows a stone staircase inside the house of Dracula Hotel in Piona, Brazov, Romania. What the hell are you talking about? The hotel is designed with a mystical theme and features medieval style architecture. It is located in the Carpathian Mountains, approximately 12 kilometers from the city of Brazov. The name of this city is Brevard. It holds the seat for the county. This county, Count Dracula. County of Romania. Oh man. See if they got something else in North Carolina on this. No, find this match. There's no actual historic castle located inside a transfer. That's a lie. That is a lie. You just told a lie. You just told a lie. While Transvic, despite the county sharing the name with the famous Romanian region, Rome, Maryland is right down the road. Rome, Maryland. Wow. Okay, while Transylvania County is known for its incredible waterfalls and historical landmarks like Colonial Revival Silvermont Mansion, it does not host a medieval style stone castle or fortress. And that is a lie, because I've already seen them before I started making this video. If you're looking for a future castle match close to that area in the mountains of western North Carolina, you have a few notable options. Okay, Castle, Lady Hawk. So the whole point is, I'm getting off course here. Let's get back. We're 18 minutes in and I haven't even got to the point. All right, here's the point. We're gonna go back onto that. I was reading into the Appalachian. I said, where does this name come from? Why does Appalachian remind me of Wallachia, Romania, and Appalachia, Wallachia, Appalachia. See, that's what I'm saying. It's just too much. Appalachian. This is named by the Spanish explorers. Originally named of the Appalachi, like Apache. That's the name of my tribe. A Muskegon people of the northwestern Florida, perhaps from Appalachi, other side of the river. Tennessee is where the river bends. Big Bend, that's why they call this area that. So that's supposed to be the name that Tennessee means, but in the Hebrew tongue that goes according to the word of the Most High, this is the dragon that they have named. But This is also Davidson County is the premier county and the seat of the state. So you also have the you have the old Holy Land here. That's why they call it Graceland, Opryland, and all that stuff. You guys, and all those pyramids and all that stuff, and the Mississippi River being like the Euphrates. What is it? Mesopotamia, Mississippi, Mesopotamian River. Okay, anyway, let's get back over here. Appalachia. See, it hits me because I got blood in this. That's why it's talking to me, and it's just like, well, Vlad means blood. So Vlad the Impaler, Vlad Dracula. Dracula means son of the dragon. Okay? So that's why all of this is going together, because we know South America and Antarctica are the dragon all the way to Portugal and Chin, China. Okay, so because that's his chin of the dragon, that's why it's called Chin, China. Okay, so and this over here in North America is a behemoth, not the dragon, totally different. It is the bear. And just like everything else, why would it be different? Why we say we're poking the bear in Russia, but Russia is on the dragon, and America is the bear. Everything about America is the bear. Gummy bears all the way to Smokey Bear. Okay, the Chicago Bears. Come on now. Anyway, this is the first fruits right here. The berries, first fruits, first of the uprights. The bear. Okay, the dragon's crooked. Anyway. So they were messing with it. The Appalachia, right? Appalachia. So this is yeah, they mess with the name. See, the name of the people is my people, but that's not the name of our mountain. That's not the name of the mountain. And they just named the mountain after us, after our people, after my tribe. Now, when you get down into it, it says Appalachia. Now, Appalachia, like Wallachia, do you hear what I'm saying? Wallachia, okay. Cultural geographic region, inland, eastern United States, 1880s. From the Appalachian Mountains, which are its core. I'm gonna branch off one more time. I'm gonna check to see when Dracula was a deal. Vlad. Now notice all the presidents are related to him. Remember? All the presidents are related to this dude. Period. Okay? Commonly known as Vlad the Impaler, Dracula was Vovode. Now, Vovode is like David. This is crazy. Of Wallachia 3 times. Would that be a king? And his death. What's I'm gonna look that word up. Copy that. I don't even know what the heck that means. I don't even think I've ever even heard that word before, but those 2 V's look like the two fangs on a freaking vampire. Anyway, he is regarded as a Christian hero. See, here you go. Like I said, your church is Gothic, Germanic, God. They want to be worshipped as God. Remember? Christian hero in Romania. All roads lead to Rome, but Rome leads to Romania. Rome, Maryland. Okay. Due to his opposition to the Ottoman Empire, and he is... Oh, hold on. Ottoman Empire. Wait a second. Oh. Anyway, we'll go back. And the prior here is considered an important ruler in Wallachian. That's what I'm saying, Appalachian, Wallachian history. Between 1448, that was what I was looking for, and 1476. All right, now 1476. That's crazy. Okay, so he was born 1428 or 31, between 28 and 31, and died between 76 and 77. Dracula means son of the dragon. Now, this is crazy. His family name means dragon. No, Dracula means son of the dragon. Drac is dragon, and Ula means son. He was born in Wallachia. Baal. So Wall is Baal, like Baal, like Baal, and that's what they say for God. Means like God in the Old Testament, like was Baal. But when Moshe came around, he said, "Don't call me that no more. That's what you used to call me. Don't that it's detestable to me what you call me. So and what you did in my name." That's why I say he's gonna punish people for that. But anyway, he was born. It says Wallachia. No, so Baal would be a symbol of a pagan idol god. Wall, Baal, Bill, Wall, bull. Okay, the goat. Ak is like a brother. Ak, brother. Baal's brother, God's brother, Baal. Because I look at it right and left and right. This says two things both ways. Baal Lucian, Wallachian, Lucian, Wallasifer. Okay, I see what they're doing here. Philosopher, Wallachia, philosophy, Wallachia. Okay, I see what they're doing. Okay. So this is his name is saying like Baal, brother, and God. IA is God at the end. That's God at the end. IAN is grace. Yah and Yan. Yan and Yah. That's the name of the land south of what we call Romania and Wallachia. Yanya is where we call Greece today, which would also be known in Tennessee as Athens. Oh my goodness. Okay, so like I said, there's just so much going on here. So somewhere along the land, this is water. There has to have been a great flood. All this has to have been surrounded by water. Sea water too. Something happened. Something seriously happened here. Let me see if I can do this. Hopefully that doesn't take that picture. All right, we're good. So let me see if I pull this down. The water was higher, so a lot of this is covered by water, and some of this would have been islands. So where you have the way that they talk about the way it looks over here in the Mediterranean would have looked a lot the way it looks over here in the Gulf. This would have been a part of the Gulf. Like, especially with the flood of the Mississippi Plain, a lot of that would have been looking a way crazier, way crazier. America would have been like from the Great Lakes all the way down darn near, like cut in half. This was all marshland, remember? That was the story they told us when they came and discovered this. This was all underwater and rose up out the water. Okay, that's the story of America. Okay, North America. But what's the name of the land? Well, remember I was saying, why are we talking about Wallachia? And I said it's all about Appalachia. Okay, let's go back over here. Appalachia, cultural and geographic region of inland eastern United States in 1880s, from Appalachian Mountains, which are its earliest core. Earlier, Appalachia was proposed as a better name for the United States of America, who would have been the United States of Wallachia, Appalachia, my bad. Either way it goes, Romania is still at the head. Transylvania is still at the head. Pennsylvania is still, come on, bro, what are you talking about? Okay. By who? Washington Irving in 1839. Though he preferred Allegina, I don't know what he was doing that. I don't know. I can't even pronounce that yet. And he may get the credit for the coinage of the word. See, America. So I went down to America, and I was just like, I already know about this. I was thinking to myself, I already know about this. I made videos about this. I learned about this years ago. Nothing new, right? So, and I was like scoffing. I was like, Amerigo Vespucci. Yep, that's a lie. We know that, right? And I'm thinking they're never going to tell you that, you know, America is not the name of North America. It's the name of South America in actuality, because that's the name of the serpent. That's the name of the dragon. And literally, that's what the word means. The land of the great plumed serpent, and the serpent that breathes the power over the light of the air. Okay, so here we go. The Western Hemisphere, North America and South America. It's the name of the whole hemisphere. Okay, also because underneath North America is America. So therefore the hemisphere to underneath North America is Antarctica. Okay, we'll just say that. And so that would be America. And America is the Arctic. And Antarctica is my bad. North America, because I haven't introduced you to the name of it yet. Well, yeah, I did. It said Appalachian. We'll just say Appalachia. Appalachia is the name of the Arctic up north. And the land that is here, what we call North America, this is called Appalachia. Alright? Period. Alright? Because this is the seat of the land. Alright. And so then you had the same way that Rome is the seat over there in the Mediterranean in Greece. Alright? So yeah, exactly, like I just said. So Appalachia is the seat of the land. Alright? Now, you have it went down right here, and it says, who made 2 trips to the North? Amerigo Vespucci made 2 trips to the New World as a navigator, and New World, Norse World, North, News. Okay, News, Norse. Okay, the Norse world, because that's who they were in cahoots with. How you think he got here? Or maybe it was with the Portuguese. Okay, either way it goes, there was some sellouts going on. There was some trading going on. Obviously, money, root of all evil. As a navigator and claimed to have discovered it, his published works put forward the idea that it was a new continent. He was first to call it Novus Mundus, New World. Mundus. So Mundus, like Monday, is world? Huh, interesting. Mundus. Deuce is Zeus, by the way. One Zeus. One Deuce. Zeus. Okay. Anyway, Amerigo is easily Latinized as Vespucci. Is more easily Latinized than Vespucci. Latin Vespucius, which might have yielded place name Vespucia. The sense in English naturally was restricted toward British colonies, then the United States. So essentially, America was not called America. It was only the 13 colonies on the coast, the aka British colonies. And that is America. And even in Europe, there's America. There's also like America in Europe. That's the other name for Europa, was America. Anyway, something like that. London. Actually, I think it was London. London or England is the other name of it is America, and that's where they have the name first before even North America, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely, because that's where they came from. Anyway, the sense in English naturally was restricted towards the British colonies, then the United States was called America. So, but the British colonies only went as far as Appalachia. Okay, once they passed Appalachia, then they claimed that everything to the west was America. But until then, it was all Appalachia. Let me pause this. Okay, it is a thousand pities that the puny witticisms of a few professional objectors should have the power to prevent, even for a year, the adoption of a name for our country. At present, we have clearly none. There should be no hesitation about Appalachia. Okay, Appalachia, in the first place, it is distinctive. It distinguishes them from the rest of Americas. Okay, because there's more than just South America and Western Hemisphere America. Remember, America is also in. America is not and can never be made so. We may legislate as much as we please. Legislate, legion. They align. They conspire. Legislation is just conspiracy. All right, they conspire as much as we please and assume for our country whatever name we think right, but to use it will be no name to any purpose for which a name is needed, unless we can take it away from the regions that employ it at present. South America is America. I repeat what he said, quote unquote, South America is America. This is in the etymology dictionary online. All right. And will insist upon remaining so. That means South America is going to fight you for the name America. You're going to be MAGA. You're going to be fighting with South America, period. All right. And will insist upon remaining. They insist, meaning like they insert themselves, meaning like when you say the name, they're going to pop up. Like when you call on the devil's going to show up. That's why you say don't call on it, don't say the devil's name. He's going to show up. Well, we got problems. MAGA. Okay. Edgar Allan Poe. Marginalia in Graham's Magazine. Philadelphia, December 1846. Edgar Allan Poe. EA. Whew. EA is Yah, by the way. And EAP, Edgar Allan Poe, that's yep. Yep. It's yep. I'm going to say that because that's so ridiculous, bro. Like, that's ridiculous how I've been doing this dictionary online, and I stopped at the Amerigo Vespucci thing because it pissed me off so much because I already knew that they're lying, that I never finished what they were going to say, that I never found that they actually have the real name of this place, Appalachia. Now, the Ashia, Yasha, that might have something to do with this. Yasha always got something to do with it. Trust me, fam. I told you this is the old world that Moses stepped through, freed the Hebrews from. So Yasha's people, yes, led my people out. Yes, this is that place, Appalachia. Apo means from, away from, by the way, and Yasha, away from Legion. It's weird. It's like an escape appellation. It means escape. Something, brothers of God. It's wild how this word speaks to me, because I was told this was the name of my tribe, but the way that they pronounced it was so messed up, because he didn't know. He's like, that's your tribe, that's not my tribe. And he was like, it's this or something, or it's that or something. And he kept bouncing around Appalachia, and he couldn't remember. He kept saying Apache, or he's like, it's like the Apache, but it's not. It's like alpaca, but it's not. I think it's the alpaca or the Apache or the Apache. He kept saying that to me, and I never connected the two. That it's Appalachia, and it fits. It fits. America is not, because they said that was northwestern Florida. Those cats coming from the mountains with all that timber. Yeah, and you got this Egyptian coming through the rivers all the way to Egypt, North Africa. Come on, fam. That's our peoples. All right, we're right across. That's us, the longboats. And South America's America. Fredonia, Fredonian, Fredish. I don't know what that and C is. These extraordinary words, which have been deservedly ridiculed here as well as in England, were proposed some time ago. Ridiculed here as well as in England were proposed some time ago and countenanced by 2 or 3 individuals as names for the territory. Continents by 2 or 3 individuals. So 2 out of 3 on the hemisphere, and then you got 2 out of 3 naming this here as names for the territory and people of the United States. Okay, the general term American is now commonly understood, at least in all. It's not commonly understood at all. It is literally commonly misunderstood 100%, at least in all places where the English language is spoken. Yeah, exactly. Like I just said, it is most commonly misunderstood. And misinformation. It is commonly misinformation, at least in all places where the English language is spoken. Take that on for size. To mean an inhabitant of the United States. Wrong. And is so employed except where unusual precision, see, precision, precisely, what does it mean? Exactly. Unusual. Oh, unusual people take words that literally mean, they take words literally, like words actually mean something. Words are living. Words need to be respected. Words can't be lies. Lies can't build a future. Man, what begins on a lie cannot last. See? See? You got to see what this is saying when it says unusual precision, where they don't tolerate lies of language is required, and is so employed except where they don't tolerate lies of language is required. Yeah. John Pickering, a vocabulary or a collection of words and phrases which have been supposed to be peculiar to the United States of America. Boston, 1816. The man's name of Amerigo is Germanic. Oh my goodness, here we go again. Didn't I say where your God comes from? In God we trust. America. Right there on it. It's Gothic, bruh. The dude. I ain't even read that. I just had to go a little bit further down. Said to derive from Goth, God. Amalek. Amalrich. Nigga, that's Amalek. Literally work ruler. No, bloodsucker. You silly. And that's why you have Transylvania right there. Romania right there. That's why. It's bloodsucker, bro. Amalek in the Bible. Amalia. See, here we're getting closer. We're getting closer. The Old English form of the name has come down as surnames. Emmerich, which is Amalek. Emery, Amalek. Oh. Top G. I hear you over there, Emery. Amalek. The Italian. That's a vampire. And where you from, Emery? Romania. Yeah. Oh, and just in case y'all don't know who Top G is, that's that boy that got caught for the sex trafficking, just like a vampire would. But obviously, I guess he beat the case and stuff like that. And now he's living where? In Florida. Yep, just right up under the Appalachian Mountains in Transylvania. Okay. What's his name again? Damn, it's Andrew Tate. Yeah. Andrew. And Drew is for dragon. Yes. All right. Amalek, Emmerich, Emery. The Italian feminine form merged into Amalia, which is Amalek, the sworn enemies of Hyanesi. The Most High is my banner. Amalek, the people of the Leviathan, the serpent, the Philistines. That's why you have the Palestine right there, East Palestine, Pennsylvania, something like that. Ohio? Was it Ohio? All right. But anyway, this is Babylon, by the way. Yeah, Babylon conquered, took over. Remember? Sacked Yeshurun. Yeshurun was sacked, buddy. Yes. Y'all don't remember that? Yeah. So the colloquial pronunciation America, Amerique. See, that's bullshit. The colloquial. What's colloquial? Anyway, I know that's sacrificial because kalo is sacro. Sacrificial. Sacrifice. Kali. Like a border collie. Like a collar. Like a colored person. Sacrifice person. Yeah, okay. So anyway, is by at least 1643 in poetry. In poetry? Well, America in poetry. Who is Edgar Allan Poe? Let's go back up. Edgar Allan Poe is a poet. Okay. Correcting y'all. Trying to take over his field and tell lies and make it historical by literature. Lies, literal lies. Okay, by at least 1643 in poetry, Edgar Allan Poe must have knew the truth. He was around before the reset, I suppose, or just as the reset came through. The reset would have been the change of the name, by the way. Okay, in one later collection, rhymed America, Amalek, with away, pray, obey, gay, dismay, and decay, America. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to rhyme that. An unstressed syllable and the short vowel make problems at the end of the metrical line. Modern popular U.S. national songs and hymns tend to keep the word America away from the line ends. Africa got the same treatment. Africae. It's not K, it's Ka. America, Africa, America. But they're all wrong. It's Amaruca, anyway. And sometimes Britannia. Okay? Continued to be so rhymed through mid-19th century in popular patriotic songs. The same pronunciation spelled out became popular from 1830s as representing an Irish way of speaking the name. There you go again. Here we go again. Ireland. Yeah, the Irish. Yeah. Well, you know about those fighting Irish. They said, if you want, you know how the fighting Irish, they'll beat your butt right until you say what they want you to say, right? They will car bomb you. They will blow you up. They will run you off your land until you say what they want you to say. Okay. Anyway, KKK. America, U.S. society viewed as racist, fascist, oppressive. Why? America, U.S. society viewed as racist, fascist, oppressive. Walakia, is attested from 1969. The spelling, with the K, is racist. The spelling is German, but it also might suggest the KKK with a swastika. With occasional rhymes on me, be, as though Ameriki. See, you know how you say Cherokee, but then you have Apalaki. Okay. Appalachi, Cherokee, karaoke, the Chiriochi, that's Hebrew. All this, Appalachia, all this stuff is Hebrew. Okay, by the way. Cherokee, the name of the tribes of North America are Hebrew names, by the way. Ohio, Haya, Shar Haya, Ohio. Okay, Utah, Tuda, that means to be thankful, like the Thanksgiving tribe that got slaughtered. Anyway, and then replaced. Because you're going to say what they make you want to say. Okay, that's probably why it ended so bad, because they said we're going to call this America. And they were like, no, this is Appalachia. Okay. With occasional rhymes on me be as though Ameriki, and Waller in 1664 seems to want to rhyme it with saw. So it wasn't even 1776 yet. Okay, it seems to want to rhyme it with saw of a war with Spain and a fight at sea. America to rhyme with saw. Waller must have been a poet, because it's talking about rhymes. So he must have had I guess. Amelia. Let's go over here and see what this Amelia, because we're going to look up Amalek after this. Female, feminine name, proper, Latin, but said to be of Germanic origin, literally meaning laborers. Laborers? Wait a second. Laborers? America? Amelia? America? You're just laborers. You're slaves. Of who? Wallachia, Dracula, Romania, Rome, Maryland. Okay, Old Norse Amma, to trouble. The first part of it is to trouble. Okay, the name was a so to them they hear what it means, they know what it means, but to us, we say it, but it's like with slaves, you're not supposed to teach slaves reading and writing and arithmetic so that you can keep cheating slaves, or else you can't get over on them. So that whole time, where however many generations they were not allowed to learn, was the time it took to erase the inheritance. If you don't know the inheritance, somebody just takes it and says it's theirs, period. You don't know it's yours. You can't read. You can't read a will. You don't know how to write. Barely can speak. Yeah. Labor. Go out into the field. Field nickels. House nickels. Nickels. Okay. Amma, to trouble. The name was assimilated with Roman Jin's name. Who is Jin's? Name Amelia. Okay. So between Amelia, and America, and Amalek. So this name is all. Wait a second. Amalek was from AI, wasn't he? Let me go over here. EA. Amalek might have been from EA, which actually the home of EA in North America is two places: Vancouver, BC for the software, and Florida, Orlando, Florida for the hardware production. EA. It's in the name, the game. Okay, America. EA is in. Okay, so the A. Okay, that's what that was all. That's what they're saying. I see what you're doing, EA. That's why the colors is red, white, and blue when they did EA Sports. All right, we're going to go to Amalek. I think that's how you spell it. I haven't done this in a minute. Bible. Okay, so let me see. Gotta find out how to get back to Amalek. His name was different. It's spelled with a Q. Amma, like America. I should have. But it's Ame, like Amalek. Why we say Yeah, okay. When it's Amaruga, Lucia. Ooh, if you do that, then that's what Lucia, Amalucia. Aleutians, the Aleutian to the Atlantean to Amalek to America, all that's Western Hemisphere. That's this whole hemisphere. The Aleutians, that's Alaska to Atlanta, Atlantis, Aleutian, Amalek. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get to the whole deal. Amalek, of the Amalekites, Amalek. See, the L is the R for America. So the Americ. You see? American. Probably of foreign origin. Amalek, a descendant of Esau, also his prosperity in their country. Amalek. A descendant of Esau is Amalek. Also his prosperity, Amalek, and their country is Amalek. And that's why they're called Amalekites. But they are the bloodsuckers. These are the Chief Amalek and Duke Amalek. Carolina, North Carolina, Duke. Gotham, Gothic, Gotham. See, here we go. Didn't it say that Amalia is Germanic and Germanic is Gothic? Like Gotham, God. See, in the way that we pronounce God in English is actually G-A-D in Hebrew, and that's God. And that's, instead of saying that, we say Gad on G-A-D, which is a tribe that we're calling Gad. But in actuality, that tribe is named God. And maybe have something to do with Gothic. Or maybe not, because there's a counterfeit kingdom, not to be forgotten. And that counterfeit kingdom is 100% Amalek. And do unto others if you will have them do unto you. Amalek is South America, but they're counterfeiting North America as part of, like, that's why it's called North America. It's not America. It's not Amalek at all. It's not the Leviathan. It's not the serpent at all. North America is the behemoth, the bear, alone, Eretz, Earth, Ursa, Arcturus, mentioned in the Bible. That's why the North is called Arctic, because Arcturus. Okay. And the star, it's a bear. Okay, anyway, we gotta go back. Amalek came and fought, and then Amalek came and fought against, tomorrow fought him, and fought against Amalek and Moses. And to him and fought with Amalek. And Moses fought Amalek, and Moses, Aaron, such and such. Down Amalek prevailed, his hands prevailed Amalek, overwhelmed Amalek and his people. This comforted Amalek and his people, overwhelmed Joshua, Amalek, and his people. The edge. So, the edge, they got sent to the edge like them pigs did with Legion, the Pledge of Allegiance. The Legion, when they got sent into the sea, off the edge, ledge, legion, legendary, edge. So you gotta see how it all plays. Allege, pledge of allegiance, which is, that's why I was taking a picture of when old boy Waller said allegiance. Allegiance. That's what it was. Allegiance. The allegiance. The allegiance. Allegiance. Illusions. Allegiance. Allegiance. Yeah. That's why we say the Pledge of Allegiance, because it's allegiance. Legion. That's what he was saying. He wasn't saying allegiance. He was saying allegiance. I didn't even take a picture of that. I'm gonna go back and take a picture of that word now, because you guys witness that I don't be letting nothing slip and slide. No, sirree, Bob. No. Go back. 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 Dang. Take me to the words I was on. America. All right, we went down, and he took it. Germanic, Italian, African, German, Waller, American, Appalachian, Appalogi, go for it. Out of the sea, German, American, out, African, boom, this gay, boom, boom. Gothic, Amalek, I'm telling you, Amalek, work, ruler, no, laborer. See, they're messing with you. It was the laborers, remember, Amalia, laborer, because we looked up Amalia. And the trouble. Alright. At least in places where English language is spoken. Allegiance. Where do you see the Allegiance, man? Allegiance. I know I saw a word that I was having trouble pronouncing. And I was like, Allegiance. Allegiance. It wasn't Amalia. And I thought it was more so on the right side of the screen. That's how I keep memory. It's by lefts and rights, rights and lefts. Okay, so let's go for it and see if I did it there. On Amalia. No. I don't see that word Allegiance anymore. What word were we looking up? Were we in the Dracula? Wallachian history? I don't think so. No, it wasn't here. We didn't go there. It was in here. Well, we saw that word, Allegiance, and I thought I took a picture of it. I know I did take a picture, but maybe not of that. And I need to hurry up and finish this video and get on about my day. Finish this up. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna try to go ahead and knock this out real quick. Allegana. Allegiance, yeah. Allegiance, yeah. So it's in Appalachia. Did I save that as a picture? Nope. So we're gonna say that as a picture. Appalachia. Because